It's going to be about Badfinger. Tragic story, amazing band. Got royally screwed basically, but put out some fine music. Fine music. Come in and see what I'm talking about. Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hoping a great morning this morning. It is Monday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Cheers, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hopefully, I can get through this without coughing my brains out. I heard to talk about a band that not too many people talk about, that I hear anyway. In Badfinger, an amazing band. At the same time, a tragic story. Welsh band formed in Swansea, Wales in 1961. Their best known lineup is Pete Ham on guitar, Mike Gibbins on drums, Tom Evans on bass, and Joey Molland on guitar. Initially known as the Iveys, they renamed themselves Badfinger after the Beatles' 1967 song With a Little Help from My Friends. Badfinger Boogie was named in there. From 68 to 73. They released 5 studio albums under the Apple Records label. They toured extensively, and then unfortunately they got all tangled up into the chaos of Apple's dissolution. They tried to reorganize themselves, but it just didn't work. They've been recognized for their influence in the 70s power pop genre and have sold remarkable 14 million albums worldwide. 4 consecutive worldwide hits from 70 to 72. Come and Get It, written and produced by Paul McCartney in 1970. No Matter What, produced by Mal Evans in 70, of course, related to the Beatles. Day After Day, produced by George Harrison in 71. And Baby Blue, produced by Todd Rundgren in 72. Who hasn't Todd Rundgren worked with? But you can see the Beatles' influence in their music as well. Their song Without You has been recorded so many times, become a UK and US #1 hit for Harry Nilsson in 72, and a #1 hit for Mariah Carey in 94. In 72, Without You, it won a Ivor Novella Award for Best Song, musically and lyrically, by the Songwriters Guild of Great Britain. But tragically, when Apple Records folded in 73, the band struggled with all kinds of legal, managerial, and financial problems due to their frickin' fraudulent manager, Stan Pauley. That led to Pete Ham's suicide in 1975. Tragic. Their surviving members struggled to rebuild their personal and professional lives, but all kinds of lawsuits were happening, which tied up their royalty payments for many years. Without Pete Ham's involvement, some of the albums didn't do that well. Joey Molland and Tom Evans tried to continue the Badfinger legacy. Unfortunately, Tom Evans would die by suicide in 83. Mike Gibbins of brain aneurysm in 2005, and Joey Molland from complications of diabetes in 2025. At that time of his death, he was the only surviving member of the band, the classic lineup of the band. Baby Blue was featured in the finale of the Breaking Bad series, which kind of gave new generations of listeners a taste of Badfinger and kind of revived their popularity again. But tragic story. I remember there was a great documentary, I haven't seen it in a while, about all this that I've just talked about, and I'd love to see it again. An amazing band. I don't have all their studio albums. I've got 4 of their studio albums, but I'll show you the albums they released. Maybe Tomorrow is the debut album by Badfinger. They only release under the name Iveys, or the Iveys, released in 1969 on the Apple label in Japan, West Germany, and Italy. It wasn't released worldwide as it was halted when Alan Klein, who recently took over Apple at that time, stopped all non-Beatles releases on Apple so he could examine the company's financials, which were in major disarray at the time. Like Apple just, it's maddening that this fantastic band got screwed royalty. Magic Christian Music, their second album, excuse me, January 9th, 1970. Their first release under the Badfinger name. It had the band's first international hit, Come and Get It, written and produced for them by Paul McCartney. Thank you, Paul. No Dice, the third album by the band, November 9th, 1970. The first to include guitarist Joey Molland. That No Dice album gained popularity for the band, especially abroad. You got single No Matter What and the song Without You, again, being hits for Harry Nilsson and Mariah Carey. Straight Up, the fourth album by the band, released in 1971 in December, and in the States in 72. Pardon me. It had got the hits Day After Day and Baby Blue on it, and Name of the Game, all written by the amazing Pete Ham. But that kind of brought them more into a pop-oriented band rather than a hard-rockin' band that they were before. At first you think, what a terrible name for this next album, in the name Ass. But you can see where they're going with this one. It's the fifth album by the band. Their last album released on Apple Records. The opening track, Apple of My Eye, refers to the band leaving the label and starting a new contract with Warner Brothers. The cover art shows a donkey chasing a distant carrot, which kind of relates to Badfinger's feelings of how they were misled by Apple. The cover was painted by Pete Coriston, who also did physical graffiti for Led Zeppelin and Rolling Stones, Some Girls and Tattoo You. I do have Badfinger, the sixth album by the band. Amazing album. 1973 release. It was recorded in 73, released in 74 on the Warner Brothers label. I got two singles off this one, Love Is Easy and I Miss You. Amazing stuff. Wish You Were Here, the seventh album by the band. Their third album, produced by Chris Thomas, recorded in Colorado Caribou Ranch in 1974, and released in November that same year. Another one I don't have, unfortunately. I do have Airwaves, the eighth album by the band, 1979 release on the Elektra label, sister label to Warner Brothers. The seventh release by the band. And two singles off of this one, Love's Gonna Come at Last and Lost Inside Your Love. Say No More is the ninth album by the band. This one was the second and last reunion by Tom Evans and Joey Molland after Pete Ham's suicide in 1975. You've got also Tony Kaye on here, who was the keyboardist and pianist for Yes, pianist. Sorry, I'm not thinking straight. Guitarist Glenn Sherba and drummer Richard Byrons. Three singles off this one as well. Hold On, I Got You, and Because of Your Love. And my favorite, and I just picked this one up not too long ago. It's an amazing album. Head First. This is a fantastic album. It was not released until 2000. Happens to be the 50th anniversary of the album. It was recorded over 25 years ago, in 1974, but it wasn't released because of all the financial crap that was going on. The record actually was shelved, and it's a shame. They didn't want to release it until all the legal stuff was finalized. But this is a fantastic album. It's got the original members on here, and you got to listen to this one for sure. So, Lay Me Down, Hey Mr. Manager. Again, they're talking about the crap that they had with their manager. Turn Around, Back Again, Rock and Roll Contract. Just every title on here is about all the crap that they were going through. Keep Believing, Moonshine, Rockin' Machine, Past Fast, and Seville Row. Seville Row, I wish they wouldn't have included us on this release, because you've got a rockin' album, and at the end they've got this almost R&B yacht rock type of song on the end of this album. I don't know why they did that. But anyway, other than that, it's a 10 out of 10 album for me. It's fantastic. So there it is, guys. There's the tragic story of Badfinger. If you don't know these guys, definitely check them out. They were fantastic. And that's it. Hopefully, as the days go by, I'll be feeling better. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.